What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dyllan and welcome back to another Destiny 2 build guide. Today I have another Warlock build for everyone out there using the new Strand subclass Broodweaver on the Warlock. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. So we're going to first of all dive straight into the subclass. So the super is a super, there is only one option available. For the Rift I have Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Arcane Needle and Threadling Grenade, as this is going to be a Threadling build for the Broodweaver. Moving on to the aspects, we have Weaver's Call, which is casting your Rift will weave 3 Threadlings and deploy any Threadlings you have perched. The next perk we have for the aspect is going to be essentially being able to consume our Threadling Grenade. Now, consuming the Threadling Grenade will immediately perch 5 Threadlings, so this is much better than just throwing a grenade. So when you throw the Threadling Grenade, it will only create 3 Threadlings. However, if you consume the grenade, you will get 5 straight away, and you can just shoot enemies and send them out whenever you want to. For the fragments, we have Rebirth, which is Strand Weapon Final Blows have a chance to create a Threadling. We have Evolution, which is Threadlings travel further and deal additional damage. We have Generation, which is dealing damage generates grenade energy. And then finally we have Isolation, which is landing rapid precision hits, emits a severing burst from the target. So that's now the subclass out the way. I'm going to get into some of the armor pieces and stats. So for this build, I would try and prioritize discipline and recovery if possible, and then try and get as much resilience as you can. Unfortunately for me, my stats are kind of messed up right now as I haven't fully perfected my build, but you definitely do want to have recovery and discipline, as this build is completely centered around your Rift and your Grenade. So moving into the armor, I'll quickly show you all the armor mods I have equipped. So I have 2 Void Siphon mods in the helmet for the 1 energy. Then I have a Harmonic Siphon in here as well. So that's just so we can essentially just create orbs of power with Void Weapon Final Blows and Strand Weapon Final Blows. Moving on to the gauntlets, we have a Void Loader for our Void weapons. We have Grenade Kickstart, so when our grenade energy is fully expended, we gain grenade energy. And we have Font of Focus, which is you gain bonus discipline while you have any armor charge. Moving on to the chest piece, we have a couple of resistance mods in here. These don't really matter, so you can use whatever you want, but I do have a charged up mod in here which increases the maximum number of stacks of armor charge we can carry by 1. Then the exotic armor piece that makes this build possible is Swarmers as well. So these Swarmers just essentially gives you the added benefit of when you destroy a tangle, it spawns a Threadling, and your Threadlings unravel targets that they damage. So this is a very good exotic for this build. Now getting into the mods, we have Void Weapon Surge, where we gain bonus damage to our Void Weapons if we have a armor charge available. Then we have 2 Innovation mods, which reduces grenade cooldown each time we pick up an Orb of Power. So when we get multi-kills with Void Weapons or Strand Weapons on our helmet, we will be creating Orbs of Power, so then we will get the grenade cooldown. For the Bond, we have 2 Bomber mods, which reduces grenade cooldown when using your class ability, as we're going to be using our class ability as much as possible. Then we have Time Dilation. Your decaying armor charge has a longer duration, which is obviously very beneficial for the armor charge. Moving on to the weapon now, we have Quicksilver Storm. Now this is going to be part of the build, as I'm going to name it the Silver Threads. It's for the combining the Quicksilver Storm with the Threadlings. So for this exotic, landing multiple hits turns your next shot into a homing rocket, and you can actually also shoot rockets with this as a grenade launcher. So when you land multiple rockets, you will then get grenade launcher shots. Then you hold your reload button, then you will essentially get the grenade launcher variant. You can only have 3 grenade launcher shots at once. And when you get grenade launcher kills with this weapon, you will actually be able to create a tangle. So then you destroy the tangle with the Strand weapon, and it will create a massive blast, which is what we're going to be getting into in a second. Moving on for the other weapons, I would go with Void Weapons. Now I will say, if you don't want to use Quicksilver Storm, if you have another Strand weapon available, with like this one for example, then feel free to do that. There's the SMG and a sniper rifle if you really want to use a sniper, but for the purpose of this build I'm using Quicksilver. And for the other weapons, I have Null Composure and a Taipan. Unfortunately, I would prefer an LMG, but I don't have it leveled up to light level right now, so I'm just going to use my Linear Fusion Rifle. For the artifact, there's some really cool artifact mods for this season, which allow you to essentially enhance this build even further. So we're going to pick up the Void artifact mod, the Grenade artifact mod, and the Multi-Siphon mods for the armor pieces and grenade mods. We're going to go with Volatile Flow, so when we pick up an Orb of Power, we get volatile rounds for our Void weapons. We have Untangler, which is destroying a tangle with a strand weapon, aka the Quicksilver exotic auto rifle we are using. It will suspend targets when they are caught in the explosion when you destroy the tangle. We have Bricks from Beyond, which is defeating a powerful combatant with a void weapon has a chance to generate heavy ammo. We have Allied Unraveling, which is rapid final blows with a strand weapon that grant your weapon unraveling rounds with a longer duration than allies. We have Void Weapon Channeling. I don't really use this too much for this build because you have to be on a Void subclass, so you don't really need this one. We have Threaded Blast, which is destroying a tangle with a strand weapon, creates a larger and more damaging explosion. This could be akin to something like the War Mine Cell builds that people used to run back in the day. As always, the rest of the video is just going to be pure gameplay in one of the lost sectors. Thank you so much for watching, have a nice rest of your day, peace.